start with a quick definition of what these two are, because we've heard of blockchain, we've heard of AI. Most of us have a approximate understanding of what it is. So just to put it in perspective for the mass audience, what does blockchain do? What is the benefit that it has, right? Including two of the key points is one, of course, where blockchain is concerned is transparency, accountability, and immutability, which means that no matter what, you will always find it in an available source, and it's not something that can be changed easily. Why even consider AI? You want AI because we use so many tools, but what is it that it actually does for us, right? It enhances personalization, and it is a fantastic tool for us to be able to take what we're doing to the next level. 5 of the biggest challenges that most companies face today. We work a lot with startup. The Startup Promotion Cell is a great partner for the IBA. We work very closely with them. We work with a lot of startups who are trying to enhance their services that are out there. Most of us in this room, for those of us that are business people, or even those that are job seekers or people who are working with companies, have understood that getting skilled talent is a huge challenge. Whether it comes to ideas of cost, whether it comes to ideas of being able to actually deliver to a particular standard, whether it comes to accessing new markets, all of these are some of the challenges we face in business. So how does AI help, right? Starts with this. The challenges that most of us face is, of course, with centralized control, where you don't have transparency, and this is exactly what transparency addresses, right? Who has access to data? Where is it found? Where can you find it? Preferably without even paying for it most times, right? Opaque revenue sharing. A classic case is pointed out over here when it comes to content creators, and the content creators in the room will understand this and feel it and experience it on a regular basis. But how do you know exactly if you have a good deal with the partner that you are revenue sharing with? You don't, not unless you have transparency, right? Privacy, copyright violations, of course, I'm not going to elaborate on that one because it is something, sadly, that many of us often even partake in. And I'll be the first to admit it, that at many points of time, one of the biggest issues that we face is that original content developed by people that have spent time, effort, and experience developing it are losing out to it being copied so shamelessly, right? Barriers to entry, high cost of gatekeeping, established players make it difficult, and this is, of course, where startups will gain an advantage by using blockchain and AI, limited audience engagement data, because of few things. One is their actual use, and the second part is the intel that you get from that use. All right, so why blockchain and AI, right? We've looked at some of the issues that it's caused. Let's look at some of the stuff that it does, right? In terms of AI, as I stand here before, of course, content creation, personalization, content moderation, audience insights, and deep fake detection. I think we've had the most amount of fun with deep fake detection. We've also seen, when it comes to deep fakes, tremendous amount of videos of public figures doing numerous and hilarious things, from politicians to even sports people, when Ronaldo says that he can beat Messi at any given point of time, right? And lauding over himself. You know as well as I do that CR7 would never say something like that, and yet you have deep fake videos that voice it, mouth what he is saying with the actual words and the accent of his, sounding so convincing and having most people up in a tizzy, including media, that, oh, he's actually made the statement, right? Personalization, once again for startups, when it comes to your consumer, when it comes to your customer, AI can give you a tremendous edge to be able to deliver to across cultures, across borders, making the world smaller. The role of blockchain. Once again, I would focus on IP, and because it is so dear to us, it is so dear that when we have developed something, our favorite photograph, our favorite little jingle that we might have come up with, our college projects which we know have great value at some point of time to translate into a product, all of this can be protected with the use of blockchain. Transparent monetization, of course, once again with payments. I won't focus too much on that, but if you have any questions about this one, happy to draw some more inputs on that. Fraud prevention. here is one of the key issues that a number of us face. How do you know that the website that you're going to make a payment to actually is the one you're making a payment to? Today, with the use of Web 2, you have no transparency if you go onto a Razorpay link or sometimes even a GPay link where it says, and you are able to pay it. You have to wait a while till you find out that it is gone from your bank account. You have to wait a while till you find out from your bank if the other bank account has received it, and the credentials are exactly what it says it is. If any of you have used payments using a blockchain, you will know this in a span of minutes. You will know it for yourself in a span of minutes where exactly your money has gone, because that shows straight away onto the blockchain. Decentralized distribution, power peer-to-peer content sharing, reducing costs is, of course, the other day when we were doing the podcast at the Creator Studio, Raj Kapoor and Ryan Lobo shared information from their phones, from their Apple phones, and it was such a quick and efficient transfer of 17 files, including 12 videos, that just took a matter of seconds, right? They did not use the blockchain. Of course, they did, an Apple transfer share, but I want you to imagine that being able to stream this and put it onto a blockchain with the same quantum of speed. NFTs and collectibles. For those of us that still can't wrap our heads around, if you've heard of Bored Apes, if you've heard of Mutant Apes, Cyberpunks, these NFTs and digital art pieces have sold for a tremendous amount of value, including having celebrities endorse them to hundreds of thousands of dollars, on which their purchases have been made, right? Yet at the same time, why can't I copy somebody else's DP and put it as mine? Because the blockchain tells me who originated this, who actually owns it, and where it has come from, right? And finally, who it has been transferred to. So you can track the entire transfer from origin all the way to ownership using the blockchain at any given point of time. Why now? Why now is because we should have done this years ago. Why now is because at any given point of time, our businesses always want to expand, to extend, to move forward, right? Is there anyone whose business wants to stay with the same balance sheet as it did for the last 3 years? Don't raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Why now? Okay, ad fraud prevention, as I mentioned earlier, do you know really if your payments are going to where it actually is going to? Content discovery. So over the last few days, we've had numerous debates about the role of AI and blockchain, especially where media is concerned, right? Keep in mind, once again, AI is a tool. It is not meant to replace what you do. It's, as a matter of fact, meant to enhance what you do. Empowering creators. Needless to say, every one of us wants to be creating something. Every one of us has a reason for expression. It's a natural human state, right? We would love to create something, whether it is a speech, whether it's a song, whether it's a picture, whether it's a movie, right? And to be able to do that, if you have the help, why wouldn't you, right? You have a number of star people who are stars in that space, churning out that, grinding out that every day. They sit in the front row over here. Let's give them a round of applause for being content creators, please. No. Sorry. I don't mean clap for yourself. I mean clap for the people who are sitting here who are content creators, please, louder. Thank you, all right? And now, because you clapped, please know that there are tools available that can make you just start you on your journey to become content creators like them. Right? And of course, with the mentorship and guidance of those that are sitting up in front, you will be able to find ways in which you could tomorrow partner with them in some way, work with them in some way to become a content creator yourself. Right? Global accessibility. Needless to say, the internet in itself has transcended borders. Right? With blockchain, you have to understand that there is ownership that can transcend borders. Why is that and how is that? Is because with Web3, you can now own digital assets from anywhere across the world, including fractionalized ownership of land in various spaces. Sustainability in media, AI optimizes media production and delivery. Um, there are numerous examples by which we can do this, and I will show you that through some of the companies that Raj is mentoring and working with. It is coming up later. Just a second. Right. Combating piracy, ensuring fair compensation. I'd like to touch upon this, and I know it's a sore point, especially in the media industry, is that you have these tremendous budgets you hear of for all sorts of movies, right? But even within the industry, often you do not know where those budget allocations went. And one of the pains that we've heard across the last few days is the fact that your budget allocations often get blown, which lead to the fact that most movies don't get made, or they don't come to screen, right? And by utilizing some of the tech that's available today, you will be able to smooth over that in real time. Authenticity verification, once again, because of its immutable nature, blockchain will be able to show you origin, ownership, and transfer all instantly online. And of course, reducing intermediaries. I don't think I need to elaborate more on that, but I want you to imagine that you are going from farm to table, directly from farm to table, right? That's the closest analogy that I can give you between a creator as well as somebody who wants to own a piece of either media or content or a digital asset. A glimpse of the future, what's upcoming. As a matter of fact, this is being worked on today in a manner and a speed at which the future is not very far. What we talk about the future, it is not very far from where we stand, right? So, companies like Flurry, making information trusted and accessible to all so that people can improve the world together. Data integrity for media assets, combines blockchain for immutable data storage and AI for metadata tagging and searchability, streamlining media archiving and retrieval. That is, I wouldn't want to go too deep into what this is, but I would like for you to, if you have access to it right now, look up Flurry online and see how it has an impact to what you're already working on, right? I'll give you another example, Tron. This is one of my favorite. Do not confuse it with the movies that came out in the 80s or the one that did a remake in about a decade and something ago. Tron is actually one of those blockchains that have really worked very well across Southeast Asia. And when I say really worked very well across Southeast Asia, it's because of the transfer of not just digital assets, but even cryptocurrencies. Tron is a fantastic case of being able to access markets in a space where people are unbanked, where people want to be able to buy goods and services very, very easily, right? Tron, as a blockchain, the founder of Tron, interesting piece of news, the founder of Tron, Justin, is now been appointed as the president of the world's first blockchain country called Liberland. Media creation using AI and blockchain, of course, the Brain Chain. There are a host of other tools as well. Video editing, blockchain copyrights, files, and ownership. You have Audius, content monetization where music is concerned. You can stream your you can streamline audio editing, and this works really, really well, working really, really well when it comes to not just songs, but also voiceovers. Who else? TruePic, fighting misinformation and deep fakes. Do you know if you yourself or any of your loved ones have received a message or a call that says, "Oh, I'm in trouble, please send me some money," right? We've heard of these cases, we've read that a lot. You can use this to be able to circumvent situations like that, right? And sometimes these are so convincing, we have a hard time distinguishing whether they are actual or whether they're just fake. Library, content distribution once again, recommending content based on user preference using AI, decentralized storage, ownership, and media on the blockchain, making it a lot easier for you to access what you want to access, your online content, making it so much easier to access it as compared to using standard centralized cloud platforms. Veracity for advertising, certainly one of the better companies using, which will help against fraud detection using AI, tokenized ecosystem for rewarding viewers. One of the things about projects or companies like Veracity, right, is when you get bombarded by ads, right? So if it's all up in your face and you would want to do something about it, why don't you get paid if you're going to watch it anyway, right? So here you are, you get to sign up, you get to, in that case, you are then able to decide that, okay, if you're going to see an ad or you're going to watch a bunch of ads that will get tailored to you, you might as well get paid for it. Why not? Grammarly, I think a lot of us know this and use this and even love this so much. It has changed my speech, as a matter of fact, for the better, because I live with a grammar Nazi, and I've now turned into one myself. Thank you, Grammarly. Okay, media chain for music and DA distribution, matching songs with metadata. Sorry, Flicky. Flicky was one of our prize projects, content creation for marketing. As a marketer myself, I absolutely love this tool. I want you to think of being able to engage your audience no matter where they are, and you are able to, in the shortest span of time, not hurt your brain while you're thinking about contextual ads for them. From a cultural perspective, from a context perspective, from a relation perspective, right? Ujo, music rights management, movie block, there's the list goes on, and with that I will come to the end of this particular keynote. This is Raj Kapoor, the original person who was supposed to do the speech today. So if you want to, while he is not here, you can still meet me. His alternative intelligence, as well as the remaining team of the IBA and our partners out here at the front table. Those of you that also want to know more about the IBA, Viru is sitting right at the back there, the guy that looks like Madhavan in the green shirt, not to be confused. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today. Thank you so much to the Startup Promotion Cell. And once again, Viva Tech Media. Thank you.